everyone, I am the Dragon Skull, and welcome back to Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Where we left off, we completed Sand Mountain over there. We slid down all 3 slopes, got all the gold spatulas, and got all the socks within the level as well. And now that we've done this area, we're going to head on to the next area now. But before we unlock the next area, we're going to be fighting the next boss, which is the Robot Patrick. And I really hope it's not as quick and as unexciting as the Robot Sandy boss fight was. Because that fight was way too fast. So hopefully this one will be better. We're going to go to the industrial park now. Alright, let's go see what Robot Patrick is like.
Wow, that robot looks like Patrick. And its breath seems just as bad.
This day just doesn't seem to be getting any better.
SpongeBob, hurry! Squidward's in more trouble than a chili relleno in a pan of grease. We have to help!
You're right, Sandy. But if that robot really is like Patrick, he'll eat us for dessert. What should we do?
Well, we better figure something out, and pronto!
Maybe that button on his back is a self-destruct. I'll try to hit it.
Good idea, SpongeBob, but it's time to stop yapping and get to it!
Yikes! Looks like SpongeBob's in for a rough ride.
Straight in, just like before.
Great Barrier Reef!
Yeah, just like Robot Sandy is moving too fast. And, I mean, design-wise, the Robot Patrick looks pretty good.
The robot's made himself dizzy. That's the ticket.
But, one thing I didn't like in the original is that he had that sign that says "Kick me here."
Great Barrier
Which 1%
Reef.
he has a button on his back. Why is they still doing that? I mean, yeah, I get it. They want to keep it like the original,
and the robot is down.
Still, I prefer if he actually had a button, not this side.
Better change tactics and fast.
Robot Patrick definitely looks good in design-wise.
Great Barrier Reef.
Whoa, that one almost hit me. And I like how his ice cream looks like an actual ice cream instead of just a blob on a stick than the original. That's the first round already.
That does it! You pushed this squirrel too far! Get ready for a hot fudge twister, Texas style!
What is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob unfrozen?
Oh, it's Sandy now.
Do-si-do and around you go.
Yeah, I feel like this boss is moving too fast, like in the original. I don't know if I don't like that or how.
Is down.
Oh, never mind.
That's the ticket.
Oh, move. He's gonna fill it up with toxic waste.
Feeling refreshed!
That hot goo could melt anything.
When he pulled the lever, that it didn't make the beep sound.
Counters of the painful kind. Great Barrier Reef.
Ew, I can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
I mean, this fight isn't as fast as the Robot Sandy fight is, but it's still kind of fast though. It doesn't matter. Boom.
Now the robot's taking a beating out there.
Move again. He's gonna activate the
One more
thing.
douse with that stuff, and SpongeBob will be back in the ring.
Can you stop talking, Fishhead? I'm trying to... I keep losing track of what I'm trying to say because that Fishhead keeps, he's talking. Stop commentating, that's my job. Music's still the same though, which I really like.
The robot is down.
Okay, get more boxes down. But yeah, when he pulls the thing, it... What?
Do-si-do and around you go.
Apparently it wasn't quick enough. I swear in the original game I had more time.
Oh, and the robot is down.
There we go, got it, finally. And he broke that.
Woo! That's hotter than a June bug in July!
It's time to roll out some robot punishment.
That does it. SpongeBob is back in the
Whoa!
fight. SpongeBob better stay far away from the robot's cold clutches. Oh, that's gotta sting. Great Barrier Reef.
Why did the camera turn me that way? Doesn't make sense. That was annoying.
I see a prime bowling moment right here. The robot better change tactics and fast.
Oh, he's doing the ice breath again. Nope, you're not freezing me today.
Great Barrier Reef.
I like how he still does the
Great Barrier
whenever he
Reef.
hits me. I prefer how he did it in the original, though. Whoa.
Ow! Those encounters of the painful kind.
Oh, there's no more underwear to grab, so I better watch my step.
Oh! That was a doozy!
Okay.
Great Barrier
I'll admit
Reef.
this boss fight is definitely challenging compared to the original version of the Robot Patrick. Either that or I'm just not as good at the game as I used to be.
Moment right here.
Oh, this angle looks... Oh, I got it! Okay, somehow the bubble ball bounced off the toxic waste and so I hit his back.
Great Barrier
I mean, I'm not
Reef.
complaining, it helps me a lot, but still, that's not how it went down in the original. In the original, I had to,
moment right here.
I had to get lucky. Can I hit for this? Alright, got him.
Thanks for saving me, guys. I never thought I'd say this, SpongeBob, but I owe you big time.
Thanks, Sandy. We'd still be popsicles if it wasn't for her.
Aw, shucks. You fellers are gonna make me blush.
I think I have fudge in my pants.
Alright, that was Robot Patrick. Definitely not as fast as the Robot Sandy fight was, thank God for that. And it was challenging. Probably more challenging than how the original one went down. But it still had some problems with it. I couldn't properly commentate because a lot was going on.
I'm sorry, Plankton. The Chum Bucket lab is locked up tight. I don't know if I'll ever get enough golden spatulas to get in.
Yes, it's the Chum Bucket security system. I designed it myself. It makes me so proud. It was meant to keep out the hateful throngs of the unwashed. Unfortunately, I never figured I'd be on this side of it.
So what are you gonna do, Plankton?
We, of course meaning you, are gonna have to go out there and get those golden spatulas! Or I'll never get back into the Chum Bucket and regain control of my robots.
What was that?
Oh, I said, will I ever get back into the Chum Bucket to stain all my pots? Yes.
Something's fishy here.
Oh, you don't say. Alright, we've unlocked the last area of Bikini Bottom now, and we've got 3 more levels to do before we get to do the final boss, which is in the Chum Bucket.
Keep looking for golden spatulas, SpongeBob! I'm sure that my robots out there have some.
He just called them his robots.
Hey, you called them your robots.
No,
And I saw a plaque on the butt of one of the robots that said, "Property of Plankton."
Ooh.
Well, maybe, but
And I found this order form for robot parts with your signature on it.
Can I have that back? I need it for my tax write-off.
I think you've been pulling my leg this whole time.
Well, duh!
I was about to say the same thing.
I'll bet you made all these robots. And after I get inside the Chum Bucket and figure out how to stop them, I'm gonna tell everyone.
Fine, tell everyone. Be a big tattletale. I'm still smarter than all of you.
Are you sure you want to be a tattletale, SpongeBob? You remember what happened last time you were a tattletale? You drew the attention of the tattletale strangler.
Maybe this day won't be mine. Or the next. Or possibly even the next. Or 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 the next after that. But the one after the next, after the next, after the next, after that. Well, that one after that, right next to that one, that will be my day.
Well, who knows when that'll be. I just wanted to do that because it was so funny. It's like with the episode when
Bubble
Mr.
Buddy,
Krabs and
I bet the next move you teach me will be the best one ever.
when Mr. Krabs and Plankton swapped lives, and they're like, oh, I will get the formula, even if it have to come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. That's what it reminds me of. Anyway, Bubble Buddy's going to teach us the final bubble move.
Abso-positive-a-lutely, SpongeBob.
Super pinky shake on it?
I would if I had pinkies.
Here, I'll blow you some.
Yeah, maybe later. Now, pay attention, SpongeBob. This bubble's a doozy.
Paying my entire salary in attention.
When you're not moving, press this button, and you'll blow a bubble that you can steer as it flies through the air.
Wow!
The cruise bubble.
Aim carefully, though. You've only got a few seconds of flight time before the bubble pops.
I'm a bubble blowing machine.
Alright, we've unlocked the bubble, the cruise bubble move. Alright, let's test it out on that tiki over there.
Bubble power!
Whoa! Okay. Oh, I can actually see it flying this time. It's going to take a while for me to control because the controls are inverted. That and, well, in the original game I was used to SpongeBob having this little animation when he blows the bubble first, but in this game I blow it instantly, like this. It has been a while since I played this game, so I don't really remember how the controls are very well for the cruise bubble move. There's some buttons we need to hit on the side of the chum bucket. Those will get us to the next golden underwear, which is on top of the Krusty Krab sign. I don't like this cruise bubble. I mean, it's a nice detail that I can actually see it this time when I unleash it, but
I love opening
I'm
presents.
used to it having like a little animation first before it unleashes it. Oh, we got another golden spatula. Oh, let me see if I can hit. Yeah, there we go.
It shines.
There's the last golden underwear. Once I grab that, I'll have 6 health bars.
Wow, 6 pairs of underwear. I am one unbeatable sponge. I feel like a new sponge.
Alright, damn right you do. Yep, it's still there. That's another sock to the collection.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
Huh. That line he just said sounds different than how he said in the original. In the original, he said it like how he was in, like, over a radio. It's like, SpongeBob to mission control, we're ready to launch. Anyway, Mr. Krabs has a mission for us to clear our robots from the Krusty Krab now, so let's go ahead and do that.
What's wrong, Mr. Krabs? You don't look so good.
You gotta help me, boy. The Krusty Krab's been overrun by a bunch of them hoodlum robots of yours. They've booted me out! And worse, they've got all me beautiful shiny objects!
I didn't give you any shiny objects, though, so that's kind of an oxymoron.
Defiling the Krusty Krab? Is there no end to their evil? What are we going to do, Mr. Krabs?
We, meaning you, are going to clear the robots out, get me back me restaurant, and most importantly, rescue me money!
Still prefer Clancy Brown. I don't like this guy. Hang on, how many socks do I have now? Oh, there's only one left to get, and I think it's in the Krusty Krab as well, so let's go ahead and get it. Also, now that we have the cruise bubble, there's a sock in Jellyfish Fields to get, and there's also one golden spatula
I feel like I should be working.
in downtown Bikini Bottom. Alright, let's do it. Robot Rumble.
Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Well, gotta be careful
like
though,
a
there's
spring breeze.
a sleepy time robot. Oh, there's some new robots over there, the laser robot. Oh.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a
Ow.
go.
Hit, come on, hit it. Ah. God damn it. I was trying to aim for the machine.
I feel like I should be working.
The cruise bubble controls terribly. Ah, I can't hit it while Ah, get out of here, you little laser robot.
Take that!
Alright, let me get rid of the sleeping robot up here, and then I'll go after... Sneak, SpongeBob, what are you doing? Sneak! Jeez, this is a lot harder than how I remember it. Doesn't matter, we made it. Alright, now let's get rid of these annoying Chuck robots.
I feel like a new sponge.
Oh, I got them. I somehow got them both, okay. Maybe the machine exploding is
Hello
what
to
killed
my little
it.
bubble friend.
I keep forgetting that up is down with the cruise bubble. God, this cruise bubble controls like crap. I hate it. Also, it hit the rope and exploded. That is just dumb. Alright, doesn't matter, we got them all now. Now, if I remember correctly, to get the last sock in the Krusty Krab, I have to destroy
like
everything.
A spring breeze.
I have to destroy everything in the Krusty Krab.
I feel like a new sponge.
What, there's a mime in the window? That's funny. Maybe Mr. Krabs said when by shiny objects he means the ones that are just scattered about the Krusty Krab. Well, they're mine now, Mr. Krabs, so too bad. Besides, you'll get them all back because you still have golden spatulas that I need. Okay, still not everything yet. The shock should appear at some point once I destroy everything in here. Yeah, there it is. That's the last one in Bikini Bottom Hub area as well.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Alright, we did it. We got 61 golden spatulas, and we got all 8 socks. Alright, that one I can complete, but with, yeah, that golden spatula I can get by completing the Krusty Krab. There's also one more to get as well. That I can get in the chum bucket. But I don't really need to go in there right now. I mean, I can go into the kitchen area and get it. But I don't want to like do the final boss.
Phew! You had me worried there for a bit, boy. Worried for me money, of course. Here, take this as your reward.
He doesn't do the laugh as good as Clancy Brown either.
Coming at ya!
There we go. Alright, the next area we're going to be going to now is the Kelp Forest, which is actually my least favourite level in the whole game. Let's go inside the chum bucket for a bit first, because there's a golden spatula hidden in the area. Don't worry, I'm not doing the final boss.
Serve food here, yes.
The final boss is through there. What the?
Flash! Authorities have confirmed that the robots running amok through Bikini Bottom are indeed coming from the chum bucket.
Huh, right here?
Yes, right where you're standing. Plankton, owner of the chum bucket, and best known for the creation of robots whose sole purpose is to cause mayhem and destruction, has denied any involvement.
That was weird, he just broke the fourth wall and answered me.
And then stomp on your children! And stomp on your children's children! This has been a Bikini Bottom news flash.
Okay. The only customers Plankton has is these Thunder Tikis. And even they're tired of his food.
Sparkly!
Alright, golden spatula is hidden up here. There we go. There it is. We need 75 golden spatulas to get in, though. Get off, Spongebob. We're done here. Oh, that's cool. That's new. There's toxic waste. Oh, they don't have the cricket in the background though, like in the original. Because every time you go to the chum bucket, you hear like a cricket noise, like implying how empty the chum bucket is and how it doesn't get any customers at all. Alright, I think that's all the golden spatulas in Bikini Bottom now. I don't know if I'll have time to do Kelp Forest, but I'll. Hey, let's check my progress. Yeah, I completed the entire hub area. But we're not done just yet. I'm gonna go back to Jellyfish Fields now because there's one sock there I need to get. But to do it, in order to get the sock, I needed the cruise bubble, which I didn't have at the time. But now that I do have it, I can get the sock. Though, considering how terrible the cruise bubble controls have gotten, it's not gonna be easy for me.
You've just met the Sponginator.
Should be just around up here. Yeah, out of my way, jellyfish. Ow. Okay, maybe I deserve that for killing one of your friends, but still. Yeah, up here, that's where the next sock is. Out of my way, bitch.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Oh, didn't hit him. Right up here, that's where the next sock is. And then once we get it, we'll head to downtown Bikini Bottom and get the last sock and golden spatula there. Yeah, this is it.
Bubble power.
This is going to be a bit of a pain to do, considering the controls of this thing. Come on, hit it. There we go.
Presents.
Luckily I don't have a time limit for this thing, so I can just take my time with this. Say hello to my little bubble friend. Nice. And here's our last sock.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Alright, that's all the socks in this area done. Now to get to downtown Bikini Bottom. And the last sock and gold spatula are right here at the sea, so... Once we get that, we'll have 100%ed all the levels, apart from the new ones I haven't done yet. Alright, there should be yeah, there's the button right there. Need to hit that button, the Spongebob, with the cruise bubble. Then I need to switch to Sandy so she can swing across and get it.
Somehow I don't think he needs a hand. I feel like a new sponge. Say hello to my little bubble friend.
There it is.
Sometimes
Boom.
pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Alright, now to switch to Sandy. How is that boss inside the sea, though?
Ahoy there, Sandy.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Krabs.
Top of the morning to ya. Just like how Jacksepticeye would say it. Alright, that's the last golden spatula in downtown Bikini Bottom. And if we go over this way, and swing. Oh, jeez. There's the last sock.
Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
What was that? What was that? Yeah! Alright, downtown Bikini Bottom is complete.
Well, heck, that worked.
Alright, now we can head back now. And we're off to, downtown Bikini... No, not downtown Bikini Bottom. The next level we're going to now is the Kelp Forest. We still have some time, so I think I can squeeze in a couple gameplay of the Kelp Forest, and probably do the rest of it in another video. But I'm glad we finally got all those socks now. You guys probably thought I'd forgotten about the socks and golden spatulas I missed in the other levels, but I didn't.
Shine.
I did say I'd come back once I got the stuff I need. Alright, Kelp Forest. This level I'm not looking forward to doing because I've always hated this level as a kid, and I still don't like it now. Mostly because, well, the Kelp Forest is kind of a boring level, and I feel like it drags on forever.
Forest, an interesting area with many sights to see, for those that don't get hopelessly lost first.
That's another reason why you can get lost. New robot. Nice. But not good enough. Another new robot has been introduced. There should be one more new robot that hasn't been introduced yet. That one gets introduced in the Flying Dutchman level. Oh, does the thing... Does it still do the thing? Yeah, it does. It still does. It still slaps you if you go near it. I feel like that's a reference to a SpongeBob episode, but I don't remember what episode it is. I really need to start watching SpongeBob again. Although I don't like the Kelp Forest level, I will admit that its soundtrack is pretty catchy to listen to.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
Not the
Smells like
the robot.
victory.
Okay, there's something to get up here, but we better be careful before the TVs explode.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
And there's the new robot down there. I'll come back for you later, though. I'm going up here first. Because there's a sock.
Hey, you! Pet.
Alright, there's 7 socks to get. And there's 6 campers. That's a mission for Mrs. Puff we have to do.
We need to do laundry.
Alright, now let's deal with the new robot. As you saw, if you hit one of them, they... Oh, I still got them all. That robot's called a Tufflet. Weird name for a robot. I'm surprised I remember all the robots' names. But yeah, that one's called Tufflet. And they always come in triplets. As SpongeBob would say, no, it's another sock. I actually forgot about that one. I just did the thing because I felt like it.
I feel like a new sponge.
Oh, there's someone... Oh, that's a light. I thought that was somebody hidden in the grass. And there's a bus stop there. But first, let's talk to Mrs. Puff.
Hi, Mrs. Puff. Driving class isn't out here today, is it?
No, SpongeBob. Why do you say that? Do you think we'd have class out here just to hide from you? How silly. I'm just, gathering twigs for the winter. Yes, that's it.
Sure, Mrs. Puff.
Oh, can I help? I have a merit badge in twig gathering.
Actually, you can help with something else. These robots showed up and scared all the students, campers off into the forest. Before the ranger arrives, someone needs to go out and find them.
I'll help you find them, Mrs. Puff. I'm the sponge for the job.
Thanks, SpongeBob. I'll make sure to give you a nice reward when you've found all of them.
You better. I expect a nice golden spatula from you. I've got 64 right now. 64 Zoo Lane spatulas. 10 points to anyone who gets that reference. Terror in triplicate! That's what SpongeBob usually says for this part. Aw, the little rubber rings don't burst and like fly away like letting out air from a balloon like they usually do. That's kind of sad. Oh, hang on. What? How big of a poo did you take, SpongeBob, to make a splash that big? I don't want to know. What have you even been eating? Yeah, probably best if I don't
Fresh like
question
a
that.
spring breeze.
Or some more robots, including Arf, the cowboy robot. Oh, but there's a Duplicatotron to destroy. And there's another golden spatula. Alright, let's take out the robots now. Nice. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't keeping an eye on my health. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We can still, like, push through here. Alright, we're back here again. Alright, let's try this again. I like the redesign of the Toppler robot. I like how they're more round instead of square.
Here, boy. I love opening presents.
Alright, I'm keeping my distance this time, and I'm gonna use this.
Control, the launch is a go.
Headshot. Literally. Oh, hiding over there, are we? Alright, what if I hit this? What? Oh, it hit him. Never mind. I thought it didn't hit him. That hit him that time, but it didn't... he didn't get hit. Alright, now he's dead.
Bolorama!
Come on, hit it, hit it. Yes! I hit the machine from all the way here. Hit it! God damn it, SpongeBob, hit the robot! There we go. Don't know what that was all about.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay, we got a couple puzzles to do as Patrick here. Let me just grab the shiny objects to SpongeBob, because there's also something I need to activate with the cruise bubble. Right there.
SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go.
There we go. Made a path for Patrick. Boing.
Kabam!
Aw, it didn't take out the robots like I hoped it would. Alright, let's go switch to Patrick now and get the I don't remember what it was, but there was something to get. There's also campers in this area to get to SpongeBob as well. I'm just gonna complete this section of the Kelp Forest and then I'll end the episode. Oh, as much as I hate Kelp Forest, I do like its music. Okay, there's one out of the 6 campers. Now let's head over this way. Okay, that was a weird camera angle just now. Doesn't matter.
Pretty sparkly thingy. Hard as a rock.
I didn't mean to fall down here. I was trying to jump on the tiki and then jump back up there. Doesn't matter, I can easily get back up. And we have another button to press right here. Body slam or butt slam. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Like when I do a regular jump and I do the thing, he does a butt slam, but when I do a double jump, he does this. In the original game, he just did a starfish slam no matter what, how much I jumped. I feel like that might be a reference to the movie game, because that's how the Patrick's Smash was. Okay, that's another camper found. Yeah, I think that's it for this area. I swear there was something else, but... Oh yeah, there's something over here. I need to, throw a fruit, freeze it and freeze the water for this part. I like the sound effect Patrick's jump does when I double jump. The boing boing. It's just so cartoonish. I'm glad the developers kept that in when they made this remake. I was hoping I could use that same melon again for when I use the catapult, or as I like to call it, the patapult, because the catapult's Patrick. That's what I always called it when I was young playing the original game. I'll come back for that golden spatula later. I'm gonna get all the stuff in this area first. Oh, I missed it. Okay, guys. Apparently something happened to my internet again. I had that same problem with when I was recording the latest Last of Us 2 video. When I was playing the Spongebob game, my internet connection suddenly stopped, and it caused the stream to disconnect as well for some reason. It looks like it's working now, but who knows when that'll be. Luckily, I'm near the end of the video, so I don't think it matters. Oh, I still need to figure this out, though. Also, hi. I don't know what went wrong, but hopefully I don't have any more issues with it. Also, how the hell do I get the melon over there? I can't jump with the melon. Wait, can I do this? No, I can't. That just takes me back. I don't get what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to throw the melon, but I can't reach that far. Unless maybe I'm supposed to throw it on the leaf and it'll bounce it. I don't know if that'll work, though. Yeah, let's try it. Nope, didn't work. How the hell am I supposed to do that, then? I need to throw the melon so I can catapult myself over there. Why am I struggling with this part? In the original game, I could do this no problem. It's because of the realistic physics of the melon. What? Are you kidding me? Why wasn't that showing up the other times I was throwing it? Doesn't matter, I did it now. Alright, so that's 3 we already got half of the campers already. Oh yeah, I think for this part I need to be Spongebob to bungee jump. Oh wait, no I don't. I want to get that shiny object. I think this takes me straight back, so I'm gonna try and make that jump. Hey, I did it! Nice. Got another plus 50, and there's a sock down there. I think that I can only get when I freeze the water as Patrick. Whoa, what? Nice! I somehow lucked my way out of that. I remember I could do that in the original as well.
Have you been lonely out there all alone?
Alright, that's another sock. I think that's all I can do for this area as well. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. At least I'm sure there isn't. Oh wait, there's there's that. Oh wait, that's the shiny object. I thought that was the golden spatula. My mistake. I'll grab it anyway, and every little bit helps. Alright, done. That's everything in this area, so let's head on over.
Hello, lady.
Hi, Patrick. Have you seen SpongeBob? If you see him, let him know I'm looking for him.
Sure thing, lady.
She has a name, you know, Patrick. Mrs. Park. You called her by her name many times throughout this game. Alright, let's get the golden spatula and then we'll end the episode. I don't know what happened, but I think maybe it'd be a good idea if I take a break, like, from doing videos for a while. I know I took a break before, but something's up with my internet, causing my streams to like crash for some reason, and I'm worried it's gonna happen again any minute. And I'm done, and at the end of the episode now, so I should wrap things up quickly. And we're done. Go through to the next area, and then I'll end the episode. I'm pretty sure I got everything in that first area. If not, I can always come back later. And we're here. Okay, guys, we're gonna end this episode right here now. So, Robot Patrick. I think it was a lot better than the Robot Sandy boss fight. The Robot Sandy went too fast, and I didn't like it at all. But the Robot Patrick, although it was slower and it felt more paced, I felt like there were a lot of things that annoyed me, like how I couldn't properly commentate because the fish head kept talking over me, and I didn't have properly time to like react. I had to keep moving and moving. I didn't have time to focus on the commentary. But that doesn't really matter that much. The Robot Patrick fight was definitely more challenging than the original version, because the original was very easy back then for me. It's a lot challenging now. Either it's more challenging or I've gotten bad at the game because I haven't played it in so long. But I still remembered what I had to do. I'm disappointed that there were some things that didn't feature, like how when Robot Patrick pulls down the thing to release some acid, it doesn't make that sound, like a little warning, telling people to clear the area when he's spraying acid everywhere. I'm kind of annoyed they didn't feature that, but it's only a little minor detail. And the cruise bubble controls are terrible. That's probably the second worst thing that I've found in this game so far. The first is still the really long loading screens every time I die. In the original game, there was no loading screens. You just die, but the hands put you back in immediately. This game's loading screens are still bad, and the cruise bubble, while I have gotten used to them now, the controls definitely feel off. And I also don't like how it doesn't have the little animation when I unleash it. Like, look.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
It immediately shoots it. In the original, Spongebob does a pose and then blows the bubble, and then we control it. In this one, he controls it immediately. I don't know how I like that. Well, maybe some people disagree. Like maybe some people prefer that we get to unleash it straight away and not have to go through an animation to do it. I don't know. This is just my personal opinion on things. If you guys like the changes, that's fine and all. I just personally don't think it's good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you all next time. Peace.